Well, sure. I'm really excited to talk about how our year's been going here at Tagwi. As we all know, things have been quite a bit different this year, but what's been really great about our school community is everyone's cooperation to work through new protocols to keep us all safe while we focus on learning and growing our school community. So at Tagwi, we have 666 students in our school community serving Stormont County and portions of North Glengarry County as well. So that means that there are a lot of people moving in and out of our building every single day. A big focus that we've applied this year is focusing again on scheduling. Our schedules are working very, very specific to every classroom in the school. So what that means is that students still have an opportunity to perhaps have a break with their teachers, to move to a different portion of the school outside in the school grounds to do some outdoor learning. But a big part of it is that each class is following a very specific schedule into itself. Another key piece to the work too, again, is really careful attention to how we've laid out our classrooms. Our teaching staff have been very creative within the guidelines for COVID-19 safety measures to make sure that we're still ensuring that we're able to deliver programming for our students, while at the same time ensuring that we do have physical distancing standards and protocols put in place wherever we can. So some of our classrooms look a little bit different this year, and some of the ways we work within our classrooms operate a little bit different this year. But the key piece is that we continue to focus on learning and staying positive and helping each other as a learning community. So you might notice something that's a little different about our school is that we've taped off the entire floor space of all the common areas in the school. Those are measured out and applied by our great custodial team here at Tagwi, and part of that is just to be an assistant or a virtual reminder for people as they travel from one spot to another in the school to help orient themselves to their distance between one person to another. As we all know, as humans, it's natural to want to get close to one another for social purposes. So we feel the tape has been really helpful in making sure that people can socialize and still move from one spot to another and maintain that social distancing that's required to keep every one of us safe. So as we all know, mental health and wellness is a really key component to ensuring that we're all focused and doing our best as we pursue a learning agenda. We want to be safe, warm, and dry, and we also want to be emotionally safe, warm, and dry so that we can continue working forward together. At Tagwi, we've been very, very focused on anecdotally understanding where students are at, as well as our staff and our wider school community are at in terms of dealing with the pandemic and the COVID-19 restrictions and conditions under which we're all living. Overall, we've also been having conversations with our students throughout the school to focus on a few key terms of structure and routine. And we feel if we have structure and routine, we also then have a sense of purpose. We are here to learn together, and putting all of those pieces together, we feel that this is helping instill a sense of hope and optimism that we are going to work through this together. Anecdotally, from our staff reports and conversations with students, as well as conversations through our office staff and administration, we do feel a sense that many of our students here feel an agreement that we are here for a sense of purpose and we're delivering our days together with a sense of structure. And overall, that's a very positive thing. It's very, very different, but we're all experiencing that difference together. And that's been a bit of that key point that keeps us all together and looking forward for better days ahead. In terms of academics, even though we may be working in a slightly different model this year, we're still very focused on the academic success of all of our learners. We've been having virtual meetings with families, stakeholders, staff to make sure that when we identify opportunities to intervene and support a student's learning journey, we're there to deliver on that. Whereas we enter into the beginning of our second quadmester, we're very pleased at the overall outcomes for most of our students in Quad 1, and we're very excited to continue supporting all of our learners. And indeed, as we're about to roll out our preliminary progress reports in grades 7 and 8, we're also, again, very pleased and thankful for the support that our learners, both here face-to-face, synchronously at home, asynchronously at home, and students working through paper copies are diligently pursuing their learning and are supported both by family and by our fantastic teachings and support staff here at the school. We're very pleased overall with the academic progress given our circumstances in the pandemic. So here we are about 1/5 of the way through our school year in a completely unprecedented circumstance, and we've been working through so much change together, change that came before the start of the school year and change that continues to come during the school year. What I'm so proud and so thankful for is our students and our staff and our parent community who have been tremendously supportive and flexible and committed to working through the changes together so that we keep a focus on being positive and we keep a focus on being hopeful and we keep a purpose focused directly on our learning agenda. We are all indeed here to learn together, and I'm so thankful and so proud of all of our school community for adhering and supporting that great commitment.